And when it comes to the economy, the outlook keeps shifting and shifting quickly, even at the highest ranks of the Federal Reserve. Steve Liesman explains.
It was early May, and Fed Chairman Jerome Powell was feeling just a bit better about some of the ups and downs the U.S. economy had been facing, like weak global growth, Brexit, and the trade war.
While concerns remain in all of these areas, it appears that risks have moderated somewhat.
A little more than 3 weeks later, most of those problems are worse, and there are new ones to handle. Brexit has flared up again as an ongoing risk that may soon topple the May government. Global economic data, especially Europe, looks worse than it did after a brief improvement. And new tariffs from President Trump have exploded the trade war into key sectors of the economy and raised questions about the outlook for U.S. inflation and growth. Here's what Powell said this week about the trade talks. The outcome of the trade negotiations is not known. It's highly uncertain, and it would be premature to try to make sense of that. And we're just going to have to see how this plays out. I'm not going to speculate. The result is a Fed on perma-hold, waiting in neutral until there's a reason to cut rates in order to speed up the economy or hike them to slow it down. The fear is that businesses remain on hold, too.
You know, when I go around, I talk to business leaders all the time. They tell me, well, I don't know what the rules are going to be a year from now, so I'm just going to wait.
We've had to take pretty significant actions in order to offset that. So there have been some price increases, there have been some supply chain moves, and there have been some cost management actions taken as well. But we managed to offset all that.
Perhaps what's turned for the worse so quickly can once again reverse course. But markets have been on this roller coaster for so long now that they just might decide the best forecast is for a continued bumpy and maybe even scary ride. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.